want to get reactions now from former New York City police officer John Cardillo. John, I think a few things struck me, particularly toward the end when James Comey said that they looked at their work, and he was quite blunt about this, saying that they took a hard look at it and that to see if there was anything they would do differently. And, quote, so far, I don't think so. I think the American public, though, says if you're going to tell us to see something, say something, maybe we want you to do more with the information, because they interviewed this guy more than once.
Oh, absolutely. Look, I was very disappointed with what I just heard. The FBI director called a radical savage, Muslim terrorist, a killer. He said, well, this isn't about fame and glory. No, it's not about fame and glory. It's about radical Islam. They tell you see something, say something. But they interviewed this guy twice, and law enforcement I spoke to down here in Florida said to me point blank, his dad is a radical. He sympathizes with the Taliban. His parents are liars. And so the FBI is somewhat contradicting what local law enforcement has told me here in Florida on the ground locally.
John, there's going to be there's a Q&A session going on off camera, and we'll hopefully get more details, and someone will press James Comey on this. I highly respect it, obviously, but again, it's one of these things. You bring a person in who made these inflammatory comments, and I think he got stuck a lot on the contradictions that Mateen made. You know, whether he got the names of these terrorist organizations right, and I think that they use those as reasons, a rationale to stop looking into this guy. We don't care. The average American doesn't care, and more than likely someone who just has sympathetic to that cause could get these organizations conflicted or confused. But the idea that he would make these inflammatory comments and say that he had expressed a desire to martyr himself, and you drop the investigation, it just makes no sense to me.
No, not only doesn't it make sense, Charles, but I'm sure you're aware of this. The guy's dad, Mateen's dad, who's a radical who supports the Taliban, had formed a corporation here in Florida. It's a matter of public record, the Provisional Government of Afghanistan Corporation. I mean, there are glaring red flags and neon signs saying this family is a terrorist family. They sympathize with terrorists. The guy called 911 and said, I'm loyal to ISIS. To me, it seems like the FBI is taking the attack of the Obama administration and deflecting this to be anything other than what it is, radical Islamic terror that is beholden to now ISIS. Maybe a year ago it would have been the Taliban, maybe it would have been al-Qaeda, but now it's ISIS. There's a virtual caliphate, Charles, here in the U.S. and in Europe that is every bit as deadly as the physical caliphate in the Middle East. Until we wake up to that, we're in danger.
Thank you very much, John Cardillo. I really appreciate it.